Jack Savoretti, Breaking the Rules. First time reaction coming up in 30 seconds. Hey, this is Matt coming to you up close and personal with a first time reaction. I don't know why I'm whispering, so I'm going to stop now. Anyway, this is a first time reaction to Jack Savoretti, Breaking the Rules. That was weird. Anyway, listen, this is going out to my buddy George Ibrahim. He's the first one who told me about Dimash. We wouldn't even be watching this channel if it wasn't for George. He put this channel on the map. At any rate, I wanted to thank a few Patreon members: Joe Perry, Paul Clark, Danica Savetko, Isabelle Bonnet, George Ibrahim, Dev Helen, Elmar Winkler, Don G, Damon Robin, and some recent people who bought me some coffee recently. You could do that in the description as well. Sayupa Cloth Jurgensen, Rachel Dacus, Bob Carlson, Victor Bradshaw, Ronnie Heymann, Sean Bressie, Carl Des, Tina Gonzalez, Hans-Jürgen Lissenvold, and Billy Colburn. Thank you so much, everybody. So let's get right to the music, but don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell icon so we can stay in touch, okay? Okay, let's get to the music. Whoa. Holy shit.
Sick and tired of getting older. I keep getting lost, trying to find my way.
Wow.
Looking for love at every corner, night after night. But every street light looks the same. So I'm taking a chance, walking away, breaking the rules. But nobody here can tell me what to do. I'm out on my road, making my way, trying to be someone that I can be proud of one day. I'm out on my road, doing it my way. I've gotta be tough, I've gotta be stronger.
Wow. Hey, how about that? You know, that's what I like about these vocalists. You know, as a saxophonist, I have to admit, I have hid behind my saxophone at times because I didn't have to actually use words and body movements so much. Yeah, of course, I do some of this and that and all that other stuff. But, you know, there's a certain vulnerability that when you tap in as a musician, no matter what instrument you play, that conveys that energy and that message to the listener. It is so profoundly obvious and immediate with performers like Jack Savoretti, Angelina Jordan, you know, and all these other greats that I react to on my channel. Because the lyrics, you're listening to the words, they're telling a story, it reveals its character in a very immediate and obvious way. It doesn't take a whole lot of ability to understand and translate what is ultimately being conveyed. You know, Jack is looking for love, right? Looking for love. He's not finding it. It's painful. We've all been there. We feel that. We get it. But, you know, the way he's doing it is just so bearing his soul like that. And I can appreciate that, man. That's not exactly easy to do. Can you imagine getting up on stage and doing that? You know, it's not that easy to do. So you got to give these guys a lot of credit. I do.
Take the time to understand, 'cause this city can't get any colder.
Ooh.
Stabs you in the back while shaking your hand. So I'm taking a chance, walking away, breaking the rules. Nobody here can tell me what to do. I'm out on my own, making my way, trying to be someone that I can be proud of one day. I'm out on my own,
Another thing I wanted to share with you, you could tell me if you could keep it if you want. If not, you could just throw it down on the ground. But I can tell you that as a performer myself, when I was going through the toughest, most challenging times in my life, like let's say, for example, a breakup, it is around those times where I was able to tap into pathos, and I was able to play. I was able to play in such a way that was just so obviously impacting to the listener, because I was able to tap into that pathos, into that pain. And I find that that's, the one emotion that I find that transmits very obviously and hits people, right in the heart. Songs about happiness and stuff like that, they're great too. And when you're happy as an artist, that's also, like to sing a song like this, if you're like all happy-go-lucky, I mean, good luck. I bet you he has to either be in a state of pain, or he has to be able to tap into that inner actor and get to that place of pain in order to do that. So let's get right back to it. What am I talking about? I don't know.
Taking a chance, walking away, breaking the rules. Nobody here can tell me what to do. I'm out on my own, making my way. I'm trying to be someone that I can be proud of one day. I'm out on my own. I'm doing this my way. I'm doing this my way. I'm doing it my way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. Oh, no, no, no. See it, memories.
Ooh.
Oh, no, one more time. Yeah, oh, my, 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 my. Ooh, ooh, oh, 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 yeah.
Stank face. Stank face.
That's it. It's the Nikolai George, señores y señores.
Wow. And of course, distilling the sound just from down to a piano and voice. One step away from that is just a cappella. And talk about being exposed and vulnerable. Exposed and vulnerable. And that's what that was. And he was sharing that, and the people were feeling that and thanking him for that, because they're a voice, he's a mouthpiece for them too, a reflection, if you will. I like when music makes me feel that way, I like it. I like to get there, not for too long. I've been there for too long and at different times in my life, so I don't want to go back there. I like the music and the art to take me there for a minute, but I don't like to stay there for too long. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I really dug that. What do you think? Did you like it as much as I did? I will tell you that if I have to give it a stank face score, that I don't even think it's fair. But if I had to give him individually a stank face score, I would give him a 10 for a stank face score. As far as this particular performance, I would give it an overall. I would give it more like a 7 or an 8, and I'm going to tell you why. I know, don't get upset. It's really not that big of a deal. Listen, just do me a favor. Forget about the stank face score as soon as you move on from my reaction now. But I'm going to tell you why, okay? Here's this cat, a great musician playing the piano, all right? He's playing a big old Steinway, looks like a Steinway B, probably a late 19th century model. And he's playing this beautiful piano, and he's playing what he's playing very beautifully. But if any of you know me well enough, you know that there's a whole lot of colors in the sonic spectrum. You know what I mean? And this guy was just painting with red, blue, and yellow, and that's about it. There's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes less is more. And in this case, it probably was. But I can assure you that I can name a few different pianists that had they been sitting down at the piano and accompanying Signori Savoretti, you would have heard a different kind of a thing going on. And it might have taken you to some other places. It might have taken you a little bit of a deeper dive into the soul and the caverns of your mind and heart. But that's what I miss sometimes, and that's what I was missing with this particular performance. But other than that, hey, listen, what do I know? Hey, listen, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice. Ooh, that was terrible.